Hi there, this is Rob from Healthier Diet Programs, and today I'm going to be doing a review of Cinderella Solution. I'm going to review the purchase process, the information you get within the program, as well as give it an overall product rating. So if you're here, you've probably seen these particular ads on the Cinderella Solution, and you have some questions. So you're wondering, is this really what you're going to get? Is it worth the cost? Is this a scam? And frankly, does it work? Now you're probably wondering why a guy is doing a review on a women's weight loss program. Well, really, I've got nothing to gain with this program. I actually purchased it solely with the intent to give you an in-depth, honest review of, are you actually going to get what this program says you're going to get? Now, to sum this up, is this really what you're going to get? Yes, it is. Is it worth the cost? At the end of the day, that's up to you, but I'm going to do my best to give you a decent review of the product. Is this a scam? No, it's not. And I think by the end, if you hang around, you'll get enough information to where you can really make an informed purchase decision. And then you're probably wondering, does it work? At the end of the day, that's going to be up to you. I believe it will work if you work it. So hang around for about the next 10 to 15 minutes and we'll go through the Cinderella Solution. So, a couple things I want to touch on here first is the purchase of digital products. I do have another video on healthier diet programs that talks about what to expect when purchasing digital products, and I'll have a link to that here. And I believe the primary reason most people end up being dissatisfied with digital products that they purchase is because they really don't understand what's going to happen after they purchase the product. Often it leads to confusion, anger, mistrust. In many cases, this is unfounded, really, because they don't understand what's going to happen. So it's also the reason why we're taking the time to really do a detailed review and walk you through the process so you know what to expect when you buy this product. So, a couple things I want to make sure we go through here before we get started in case you don't watch the other video is that, one, if you buy this or any other product online, make sure if it's a digital product you give them a valid email address, and especially if you're using PayPal, that confirmation will usually go to your PayPal email address. Now also keep in mind that these are digital programs. Don't expect to receive physical products unless it clearly states you will get something physical in nature, like DVDs or hard copies, etc. And typically when they offer those, you're going to pay extra money for them. The last thing you need to understand is that most of these digital products offer add-ons or upsells. Expect them to be offered before your checkout is complete. This really isn't any different than a salesperson at a store offering to sell you additional products. Say you're going to buy a camera. They might offer you a camera bag or a tripod or a memory card. So these add-ons are typical. But sometimes exiting prior to completing this add-on process may cancel your order. So, with that, I will say that the majority of the negative reviews I saw regarding this product were somehow related to one of these three items above. People not receiving the email, thought they got scammed. People waiting for DVDs to show up in the mail. This is a digital product. People not expecting them to upsell them or to provide add-ons. So therefore they probably exited the purchasing process, thus not completing the order. So very few of the complaints really revolved around not actually liking the content of the Cinderella Solution program. So That's part of why I added this in the presentation, because the majority of the negative reviews revolved around these items up here and really the whole purchasing process. So, after you submit the order to Cinderella Solution, there are several add-ons that they request you to go through. And so what they call this their customization and download portal. This is really where you choose all these add-ons and whether or not you want to add them onto your product. So the first one they're going to add on is this Carly's Coaching in Private Cinderella Community. Again, this is your decision. Please take the time to watch the video, review this, and decide whether this is something you want to add. If you choose not to, there is a link down here that says I'll pass on Cinderella Coaching. Again, this is not a requirement. This is an option. So please keep that in mind. If you skip that, you'll be taken to another page here where they will offer you a 1-month trial, but after that trial you will get signed up for the coaching program. Again, there is an option to add and skip this offer. So the next add-on you'll get will be for this Lean Green Solution. It contains many of the key ingredients that are referenced within the Cinderella Solution program. They go through, they explain the benefits of it, what's in it. They offer multiple purchase options, 1, 3, or 6 units. And obviously the price gets cheaper the more units you buy. Again, this is optional. This is your choice. Within the literature you're going to get later on, you can link back up to purchase this product if you choose to decline this up front. But notice as you get through this pitch for the Lean Green Solution, there is an option down here to skip this if you choose to. Now, like I said, this is referenced. It is one of their flavor pairing options that they talk about in the program. So it is something you might want to consider, but again, this is completely up to you. So the next add-on that you're going to get if you decline this Lean Greens offer is you're going to be given another chance to purchase it with an additional discount. And you're also going to be given this After the Ball Success Suite. These are audio programs. Again, take the time to review this and decide whether you want to add it to your product or you want to skip it. Now, I will say with this particular product, this is the only time I've seen this offered through the entire process. So this may be a one-time only deal where if you don't accept this offer, this is the only chance you get. Like I said though, you do have an option to pass on this as well. So the last add-on you're going to be offered with the Cinderella Solution is the Food Lover's Recipe Playbook, as well as the Guilt-Free Dessert Guide. So again, this is optional. It's the last add-on, but I will say here as a side note, there are some recipes offered with the Cinderella Solution base program, but not a substantial amount. And there are very few, if no, dessert recipes. So this is something you may want to review in more detail and consider purchasing, just because throughout the program there are not a substantial amount of recipes. They are there, but take a look at this. And again, with all of these add-ons, there is a 60-day money-back guarantee. So once you get through these 4 add-ons, you will be taken to the essentially receipt page. And I blacked some things out here because this is my actual receipt page. But again, an important note is that you must enter a valid email. If you read right here, it says a copy of this receipt has been emailed to your email address. If it's incorrect, they have a link for you to access. And right here, in this red box, it says to access the download areas, click this green button. So if you don't give your proper email address, you will not well, you will be taken to this after the add-ons, but you will not receive a subsequent email that has this in it. So before you leave this page, my recommendation is that you verify that you found this email in your inbox, that it's not in your spam, before you go any farther and before you leave this page. So, this is the base product that the Cinderella Solution states you will get if you purchase the program, and they have a purchase price of $37. If you hang around till the end of the video, I'll give you a little bit more information about how you can possibly decrease that some. So they say that you will get the main book, the owner's manual, quick start guide, the 21-day kickstart, the movement sequencing guide, and some workout videos. So after clicking on that green button, this is where I was taken to. So you are actually taken to their download center. I was easily able to download all 4 of the promised ebooks in a PDF format. And at the bottom of the Cinderella Accelerator down here, there's a link to access the exercise database, which I took a screenshot over here showing that. So with respect to everything that they offer here, I was able to easily download all of that information and have access to it. So right now I'm going to go into a little bit more detail as to what all of those have in them. So the main book and owner's manual is 103 pages long, and at a really high level it's broken down into 3 sections. One, it explains what the Cinderella Solution program is. It talks about meal creation and flavor pairing, and it also talks about the top pairing and weight loss combinations. I think they give it like a top 10 or top 11. So many of the topics that they discuss and outline in the manual, I thought it was well put together. It was very simple to follow. They also have some unique terminology, which is sort of fun, such as prime proteins, royal fats, angel carbs, and all that is well explained in this manual. So the second item is the Quick Start Guide. This is 65 pages long, and it goes into additional detail about meal planning, how to structure the meals, portions, serving sizes, foods, recipes, daily meal plans, etc. Talks about your top flavor pairing and weight loss combinations. There is some repeat information between the 2 books, but on the whole, I found the content to be quite informative. So then we get into the Cinderella Accelerator program. The 21-day Kickstart Nutrition Guide is 24 pages long. Uses a lot of the same principles as the Cinderella Solution, but does differ a little bit in that it solely focuses on one of the phases for a longer period of time. It gives you a specific 21-day plan using the same principles outlined in the Cinderella Solution program, and this is really aimed at jump-starting the weight loss process. The movement sequencing guide that you get is 29 pages. It lays out a very clear workout plan, specific exercises to do them in a specific order, the amount of reps to do, how long to do them for. All this is clearly defined. And the exercises it references are all found in the exercise database I highlighted before. There's 15 different workouts provided, and all these are pretty clearly explained in the program. So the exercise database, I only have a screenshot here. Again, I'm trying to be fairly vague because, at the end of the day, this is their program, not mine. The exercise database has 60 videos in it. Each of these videos range anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds. They show you how to do the exercises that are referenced within the movement sequencing guide. They're easy to follow. The videos are high quality, and they're all in alphabetical order, so they're really easy to find. They also give you the ability to download each of the exercises, so you can put a playlist together, save them to another device. Now, one thing I will mention here is that some of the exercises referenced use light weights, a yoga mat, an exercise ball. So these may be things that you want to pick up if you don't have already. Also, I didn't really see any beginners or advanced versions of the exercises. Um, so if you are really a beginner, or maybe you want a really advanced exercise, they pretty much sort of give you the stock exercises and don't give you variations. So, some final thoughts about the overall program. All in all, I went through and I reviewed the base program. I did not get any of the add-ons because my intent here was really to understand, does the base program deliver what it says it's going to deliver? And I found that it does. It what it provides in the promotional material is what you get. Detailed workouts, recipes, and new information I haven't seen before with regards to flavor and food pairing. So here at Healthier Diet Programs, we have sort of 5 rating categories: ease of use, quantity, quality, value, and support. So for ease of use, I gave it a 3 out of 5. I found the add-on purchase a bit cumbersome to work through, and without a clear understanding of the digital purchase process like I outlined at the start of this video, I can see where a lot of people may falter, get confused, get frustrated with the process, and how they could really be derailed at that point. Now, having said that, once through the process, I found the products were very easy to download and access once I had the links. As far as quantity of material, for the purchase price of $37, the 220 pages of ebooks, the instructional videos, is more than enough content to have you busy and exercising for quite a while. With all of the other additional add-ons, there's more than enough content to have you busy for a long, long time. Quality, although there is some repeat in some of the literature, overall I thought the quality was very clear, easy to understand. The methods were clear. The videos, even though they were a bit short, the quality was good. They showed good exercise form. However, like I stated before, there really weren't any beginner or advanced exercise options. Value, for the stated purchase price of $37, I think it's a good value. Now here, if you've made it through the entire video, I will say that one of the first times you go in, if you try to exit out, they should offer you a $10 voucher, which makes the program actually only worth $27. At $27, I think it's an exceptional value. You get 220 pages of ebook content, 60 exercises, recipes, meal plans, workout plans. I valued a lot of that easily at $55 or more. Considering you don't need to hire personal trainers, buy diet books, put YouTube playlists together, etc., you'll easily save a ton of time trying to piece all that together on your own. And lastly, as far as support, all throughout the process there was support offered. I showed you a couple examples earlier. They offer you a private community that you can join. There is a cost to that. You'll see that in as you move along, and again, that will be your choice as to whether you want to do that. The links are at the top of each page, always asking you for help and support. And lastly, with most all of the ClickBank programs, they offer you a 60-day money-back guarantee, which can be requested through clkbank.com. So as far as an overall rating, I gave this program a 3.8, which is quite high for us. At the end of the day, we found this to be quite a unique program, had original content, it was well defined, had a good workout plan, and like I said up front, many of the complaints on this program appear to be centered around the cumbersome purchasing process with the add-ons and confusion around that. There are a lot of add-ons and a substantial amount of content you could add to this program, which could give you tremendous value. I did not choose to review that, But at the end of the day, the program really appears to offer a complete package, and it's more than enough to help you develop a healthy diet plan and exercise program. So take a look at it. 3.8 out of 5. It is something. We don't make recommendations here. Again, I want to lay the information out in a truthful manner, and I'll let you take the information that you have now and make a decision. At the end of the day, I wish it the best of luck, and from Healthier Diet Programs, take care.